Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am so glad that I am here. Uh, Due to this wonderful thing of technology, I'm able to teach you even though I'm not here, and that's pretty cool. Today, our objective states something to the effect of I can explain the different properties of elements in the periodic table. So we're going to go and we're going to figure out how scientists came up with this periodic table. You've seen it in most places. You've seen in science classrooms. Today, we're going to go over how they actually came up with this. It's a pretty cool concept. The opening slide, and you'll find it on Canvas Calendar like normal. The opening slide says your task is to rearrange the aliens on the next slide in a pattern so that they form a rectangular block. Start by looking for things that aliens have in common. Then start organizing them in groups in the grid so that there are predictable patterns in each row and column. I want you guys to pause this video and try it on your own. It becomes a lot more meaningful, it becomes a lot more informational if you'll actually go through and do this on your own. So at some point, you should pause this when you're working on it. But it goes on to say there are two aliens missing from the set. Simply leave empty spaces in your rectangular block for these aliens. Once you have finished arranging your aliens, answer questions on slide 3, slide 4, and 5. Predict what the two aliens will look like. So this is going to be similar to what they've done with a lot of elements on the periodic table. This is why we're leading with it, because I figure if we are teaching you guys about properties, you should understand that a lot of the things on the periodic table are arranged by properties. So I'm going to go to this next slide. It says the column you are in on the periodic table determines your properties. So if we look over here, we've got this little alien dude, and he's got 6 fingers. I call this an apple body, and not everybody should be singing right now, but he's got an apple body. He's got one little hair on his head. Okay, well, what about this dude? Well, we've got a triangle here. Okay, so maybe I should just go and I should put all of my triangles on this second place. I could put all of my rectangles on this third place. Okay, so we've got triangle here, rectangle here, apple bottom here. Okay, triangle here. We've got a circle, circle. Have we developed? Oh, oops. Circles can be up top. Triangles, we'll remember, are right here. And now we've got an apple bottom, and I'm starting to notice a pattern. This guy on this apple bottom has 4 fingers. Well, 4 fingers, he's in the 4th spot. So maybe we can arrange these guys not only by their shape, but we can start to look for patterns in their fingers. So if this guy has 4 fingers and he's in the 4th section, I want to go through and I want to adjust this. So let's adjust this guy so that he has 6 fingers. This guy has 3 fingers. And again, I'm still keeping my apple bottoms on the bottom. This is going to make me kind of think, oh, this guy has a square body with 1 finger. So let's put him right here. And I'm going to let you guys pause, and I want you to see if you can go through and do this by yourselves. Okay, now hopefully you've unpaused this, and we're good to go. So I've got this square body with 6 fingers, and I'm starting to notice that these are square, or that these are all 6 fingers over here. Okay. Well, that would make this a 5. That would make this a 1. And this is a 2. Okay, 1, 2. Apple bottom for 5. And this guy is a triangle for 3. This guy, is he in the right location? No, he's not in the right location. He is a circle, but he's got 6 fingers, so we'll put him here. This is a circle with 3 fingers. We'll put him right here. Okay, this guy right here has 2 fingers as a square. Oh, I'm noticing something. These are a apple. This is a rectangle body with 2. Let's get up here. We'll go triangle for 4. Let's get apple bottom with 2. Oh, okay. So this guy's right here. This is a rectangle with 3. This is going to be a triangle with 6. And now all of my triangles are taken up. We're good. Circle with 5. Circle with 5. Okay. Circle with 1, or apple bottom with 1. I'm starting to notice a pattern come out on as I go down. This is kind of cool. So I've got a circle with 2. Circle with 2. Apple bottom with 5. And then I have got this circle with 4. Circle with 4. Okay. We've got a slight issue. Our only thing that we have wrong, or I wouldn't even say wrong, is that I've got a pattern where I've got 1 thing on his head, 1 thing on his head, 3 things on the head, 3 things on the head, 3 things on the head, 4 things on the head. We never really have a 2 thing on their head. But if I look up here, this guy has 2 things on the head. So let's go through real quick and let's just put triangles on the very top. If we put triangles on the very top, I think that we'll have a lot of success. So I'm going through, and didn't you know that sometimes you can learn by practicing? Now, let's put all of these circles on the second. And notice these guys all have 2 fingers, 3 fingers. This guy has 4 fingers. This guy is 5 fingers and 6 fingers. And now we can go back and put these guys right here. We've got 1 finger. We've got 3 fingers. We've got 2 fingers. Okay. 6 over here. We've got 5. And then we have got this guy right here. Well, let's go through and let's look. Does this guy have 1 thing on his head? Yeah. I'm wondering if I have a space right here, do we guess what this guy might have on his head? Because it goes 1, blank, 3, 4. All right, and we're starting to notice our patterns. Let's scroll down and let's open this guy up right here. And it's going to tell me what's this guy going to look like. So I'm just going to go through, and I'm going to go through and write out what I know first off. This guy, he's going to have a what kind of body? Well, which one's missing? Well, these are all circles. So I know that he's going to be a circle guy. What else do I know about him? Oh, I know that he's got 2 cones on his head. Do we know anything else? Okay, we know at least he's got circles and 2 cones on the head. How about this guy? What do we know about this guy? Oh, well, we know that this guy is going to be a rectangle. And we know that he's going to have how many fingers? That's right, he's going to have 4 fingers. Now, we need to go through and answer some questions, but I just wanted to go through and say, hey, we've already figured out a bunch of this information, so we can keep working. So let's go through. What characteristic do all, and characteristic, that's kind of like how we're saying properties. We told you about the properties this last week. What characteristic do all aliens in row 1 have in common? What do they all have? Oh, they're triangles. They are triangles. Triangle body. What is the progressive pattern? What gets bigger each time? Okay, well, what gets bigger each time? The fingers. The fingers get bigger each time, okay? So we'll go through and we'll do the fingers. Increase by 1 each time. What characteristic is the same for everybody in column 2? What's the same for everybody in column 2? Oh, everybody has 2 fingers. Well, just so that we don't have to jump back and forth, does anything increase as I go down the line? Oh, well, yeah, we've already talked about the number of things on the head. This guy has 1 thing on his head. This guy has 2. So we're going to say that this one increases with number of things on the head. So that's this one right here. First answer, they all have 2 fingers. And it makes sense because they're all down here. It's similar to what we talked about earlier in the year, that everything in, if you go to row 17 on the actual periodic table, every column, on column 17, I should say, everything on there wants to gain 1 electron. That's the F and the Cl. And as you get further down, you'll get to iodine and bromine. Bromine's on there. And then we'll get back here to our lab. What is the progressive pattern on column 2? If you can remember, they get more things on their head. So they get more things on the head. They get more things on their heads. What is the progressive pattern for column 3? How is the top different from the bottom? Oh, the feet. The feet. Okay. The feet get, yep, the feet get bigger. Okay. Last but not least, and we're going to figure out what is progressive. The feet get bigger. And this last one, what is the progressive pattern in column 4? Column 4. What goes up? Oh, I think I've got it. It is the lines on the body. So we'll go through and we'll say the number of lines in the body. The number of lines on the body. If you'll notice, this guy right here has 1 line and then 2 lines. So this is going to help us figure it out for our missing, that this guy right here, how many lines are going to be on his body? That's right. And it's really cool that we've got these different number of lines. So right here, I'm going to go through and I want you guys to calculate this and figure out what they're going to be. I want you to work with neighbors. I'm not going to give this one away because you have got to go through and learn this for yourself. That'll be a way that I check for your understanding. Good luck. Ask questions and ask your table mates if you don't know. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.